Welcome to MT Bricks, where in today's video I'm going to be talking about the future of my Lego amusement park / Lego City. So I've been putting a lot of work into this recently. I'm really happy with how it's coming along. In this video I'm going to be discussing basically my plans for it and the next sort of upcoming projects that I plan to do across this whole thing. So you've probably seen, if you haven't already, go and check out my last video, which I think would have been on by now. If not, it'll be the next one. I've been checking out a little first aid booth that I made, and the one before that is definitely already out on the channel now, or at least it should be, unless something's gone wrong, but I hope it is. I built this little boardwalk area. I sort of integrated a set and I'm really happy with that. Now the main thing I'm going to be talking about is the beach. I've got a lot of plans for the beach, and I want to get the beach area done now because I've got the two sort of end things in. So we'll start by talking about this before I think I'll move to the city, then the main amusement park. When I designed this city, we're looking at sort of the second COVID lockdown. Basically, I was in a different room in this house, and I had sort of limited space to work with, and I designed a sort of layout on these IKEA tables, bought the IKEA tables, and just the first thing I always designed was going to be this beach here. So you can sort of see it's quite a long beach. I designed this with all blue base plates and stuff, and at the time I had done nothing with mocks and stuff. The city was this size. I did actually extend it sort of a bit, then I've cut the size back again. But yeah, the beach was always the first thing that was planned, and it was going to be like a city with a beach. No amusement park was ever planned at first. This has always sort of been a staple, and I'll always keep this here like it is in the city, because really it's my favourite part about the city, just how it looks. It's sort of the first thing when you come into the room that you see. I absolutely love this beach. And the amusement park only happened a few months ago. Originally it was all going to be a Lego City, just as I needed somewhere to put my two favourite Lego sets. With the beach, I always sort of originally planned to have like a lighthouse, a lifeguard station, or just a scene at the end here, something big, something sort of a big finisher. Now, I got this set as a present, or about 3 weeks ago, and when I saw it, I thought, yeah, this is what's going to go in the city, and I've actually managed to make it fit really nicely in here, and it blends seamlessly with the beach. You can see it sort of slowly steps up. It's got this awesome feature where it spins round. Everything spins just off one axle, and that's all hidden underneath the beach. So that's epic. I love that. Then along here, if we move just to this end, I built this back. Oh God, look at it now. It's probably like 4 years since I built this. Probably 3 years actually. It's really dusty in that though. This was always going to be the sort of end of this. It needs a few modifications and stuff. It's starting to fall apart, but this is all pushed down onto the base plates. I've sort of got all plates and stuff, did it custom around here. And I think this works really well for this end. I might add rocks in the future. Then obviously there was going to be loads of figures and stuff. I'm going to give credit for where I've taken inspiration. This isn't like a carbon copy. It's literally only the sand that I've taken inspiration for. Robin Hood Bricks did an awesome series. I think it was in lockdown now. So that's sort of what inspired me to do this beach area. So there's going to be lots of figures, sort of sunbathing and stuff. But with these two buildings, I think I want another building in the middle. And I did actually buy something to do with that not too long ago now. It should be in here if I've got it somewhere. It's literally just a sticker sheet. Here we go. It's the Lego Hidden Side Seafood Shack. Now, unfortunately, this theme retired shortly after I planned all this, which is just my luck, really. I never actually bought the set before it retired. They're on eBay now. They're quite a lot more expensive. They're like double the price. That's sort of been put on hold, but I also might build a custom diner and just use those stickers there. So, not too sure on that one, but that was going to be a sort of thin diner here. In the middle of the city, but I might change that to just be like a fast food thing, or I might just scrap that, go with something else. Another thing is obviously a small lifeguard tower, something probably a bit bigger than this, but nothing too massive, just with maybe something that the buggy can fit under, and that'll probably just take up that sort of space. And then a sort of seafood shack, and the rest might be just some beach huts and stuff. So that is the plan for the beach. I thought when I'm going to get around to doing that, hopefully it shouldn't be too long now, and then there'll be a grey wall, just 2 bricks high, like that, with certain areas 4 wide for minifigures to get onto the pavement from the beach. And I'll just build it up like that around there. So yeah, I'll be really happy when I can finally get the beach done. And that'll be looking awesome, hopefully. Right, so that is pretty much it for the beach. As for boats and stuff, I don't really have the room here on this water. You just have to sort of imagine the water goes out. I will have some swimming figures and maybe a little jet ski, but yeah, it really won't make much sense. So we move over into the Lego City portion now, because this is just a beach and an amusement park. Now this is the Lego City. As you can see, it's quite small. It's very small. I'm working with a very limited space, and this was just so I could have a massive amusement park. Basically, this is also has to act as my desk, so you probably look at this at first and probably think, wow, you can add loads. I really can't. I need sort of at least this space for my desk. I'm trying to sort of not have any buildings go over here. So the plan literally is just to have a street and it to maybe be like a bit of a island, but I'm not too sure yet. Maybe this will sort of be the mainland and maybe that's the island, who knows? Or maybe these are both sort of mainland. I'm not too sure, but I've got this, can't remember, City of Lanterns set. I picked this up a few years ago. It was a mad sort of dash around all the Lego stores to get this one, but I really like this one. As you can see, it's just the City of Lanterns. It's got like a monorail and stuff going around it. I really like that. I'm going to sort of try and add that in with base plates and stuff. Modular building here. One and only modular building that I own. I actually picked this up the same month as that one. Really like it. I'd love to get a few more modular buildings. But yeah, I think I'm going to sort of do a lot of custom stuff. But yeah, this is a police station. I think I'll probably add on to this one, maybe at the back, because as you can see, I've added more space at the back with like a prison or something to add on to this. But yeah, this is awesome. It's got a donut shop attached. As for what's going on here, it will just be a lot of shops, probably some houses, just general buildings like a fire station and stuff, I expect. And hopefully probably more modular buildings. This is, I'd definitely say, a lot more. There's a lot more work to be done over the amusement park, because you look at here, this is just sets on a table at this point. It isn't a Lego city. There isn't any road plates, there isn't anything. Now, I haven't actually got any of these old road plates for this thing. I'll get on to what I've done in the amusement park in a minute. But yeah, so I'm planning on using the modern system, because I've always sort of had these old base plates. I think they are probably 1970s. So yeah, really old. But yeah, I'm really glad to have them. They're just sort of from family, which I'm really grateful to have those, because they're really expensive now. And they're sort of like this old road plate system. But I've always wanted to try out the new ones. So I'm planning on trying to figure something out for the new Lego City ones. Yeah, and that should go along here. So I've got to figure all that out. Probably add some base plates if I'm going to do this with base plates. Or I might just use plates instead of base plates on here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, as I say, lots of buildings, probably a road. And then I imagine smaller buildings and sort of nice little pavement area along there. So yeah, that is sort of what I'm doing with this. I'm sort of trying to modernise like a large town. With sort of, if you imagine like a smaller, like Cornish town sort of thing, like a harbour, something like that. That's what I'm going for with that. So yeah, that is sort of the second part of this. Now, the amusement park, the big thing. I put this into 3 categories, this Lego City. We've got the beach, which is all this, the amusement park, which is all this, and this, which is the city. So yeah, I'll start off on this road. What I plan, it'll just be pedestrians down here, because all we can see, we've literally got 4 studs of space to work with here. That'll just be people sort of walking down the side of this. Probably be like an ice cream van and stuff parked up. I'm planning on building, again, another thing inspired by another channel, Robin Hood Bricks, which would be like a tunnel facade, sort of into a rock wall. That's what's going to go there, because I don't like having the road just going into the wall. Then along here, I plan on building like a little Lego ferry port, which would in turn take people across there. So yeah, I guess it's with this, I've sort of done this subconsciously with parts of it. I'm really aiming for sort of like a Devon or Cornwall, like seaside resort, or like just seaside village. So be like a ferry port here. The border of the actual like amusement park will be along here. And then yeah, there should be a lot of seasidey things, maybe a little arcade. Although I'm not too sure on doing an arcade, like a ice cream hut, little diners, that sort of stuff, all along the front. Yeah, and that is it for everything other than the actual big amusement park. Now, as you can already see, dominated by two major rides. I've already done a few videos on this. I've got my Ninjago roller coaster. We've got the loop coaster. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get this loop coaster to stop doing that since I got it. I still can't figure that out, so I've not actually had that working yet since I bought it. Really, I've got to say, I've made a lot of videos on this. It was quite disappointing, this set. I don't know, I must have built it wrong somehow, but it worked once or twice. Or 3 times, and they literally started doing this, and it won't engage with this at the top. So yeah, I'm really quite disappointed in the fact Lego do that set for 350 quid, but that's another note, and it doesn't work properly. So I'm hoping to get that working in the future, and that'll be motorised along with that one. That one works like clockwork. Now, in this big space here, there isn't loads of room, because obviously you've got to think I need pathways, so there'll be a pathway along here, probably a pathway along here. What I can squeeze in here isn't very much. I don't even think I'll get a roller coaster. I'm sort of planning on doing like a big Lego sort of tower ride. I'm aiming for like a Starflyer or something, like a Lego swings that's raised up basically. That's what I want to put in the middle, like a Starflyer or like a wave swinger, something like that. That's got a small base but it's quite tall, or like a Lego drop tower would be awesome. Then along here, this is just going to be a like a walking area, and there'll be loads of food and game stalls, sort of like a busy sort of with people area just to walk past the coaster. We've got this big sort of carnival area in the middle, with loads of people buying food and sitting down and picnics. Then around to this sort of side, again, it's sort of going to be like that with a lot of people eating and stuff, and there'll be like a lot of food venues, and I don't really think I'm going to get any rides in here. If I can, that'll be a bonus, unless it's like a coaster that's raised up. Then if we move around here, to see this little first aid thing in more detail, do check out my last video. This is sort of really my main space for adding in rides. I guess I can maybe get like a spinny ride or something around the back here, or I've got some spare coasters track, as you can see over there. I'm thinking of maybe doing a bit of an out and back layout, so that'll just sort of be raised up above the pathways. So yeah, more smaller rides in that round here. I'm really going to try and cram stuff in, and then I've sort of got a bit of space over here as well. So yeah, space is still limited with this amusement park for what I'd like to do. It's just, I'm not too sure, really, on that one, because Lego rides, like there's always new Lego rides coming out and stuff, and it's just sort of how you can sort of squeeze them in. So yeah, if I'm doing sort of another big ride, it's going to go in here. Yeah, that's all really for me talking about the future of the city. Quick recap: the beach, another couple of like little buildings, seafood shack, city, a lot of shops, and just general sort of town stuff like a fire brigade shop. Well, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Fire station is the word I'm looking for, not a fire brigade shop. Yeah, and then just like a lot of stuff in the amusement park, like rides and stuff, as you'd expect from an amusement park. So thank you guys for watching this sort of talking about the future of the Lego City and amusement park. Really getting videos a lot more frequent on here now. We're looking at 2 videos a week, maybe 5 videos every 2 weeks, sort of from the rate I'm going with this. And if I can keep that up really good, still sort of no promises with this. Sometimes there won't be a video for ages. A lot more work to do outside the amusement park, but I'm just focusing so much on that at the minute. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.